So what are some of the pros and cons of living in Nashville, Tennessee? Stay tuned, let's check it out. What's up everybody, my name's Judson Sullivan, a realtor here in Nashville and Middle Tennessee area. And if you like what you see here, like, subscribe, check it out. Follow along for more all Nashville, Middle Tennessee real estate as we go along on the channel. But I'm talking about today pros and cons of Nashville, Tennessee. So it's a common misconception kind of with Nashville that it's all honky tonks, it's all bars, it's all country music, it's all that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, that's the big piece of it, but if you're local, you're probably not going to go down to Broadway. Let's just call it what it is. You may every now and then with friends in town, but some of the pros. Let's start with the food. If you watched this channel before, you've heard me talk about food in Franklin, and food in Nashville is it's the same thing, right? We're being kind of nationally recognized as a food hub. There's a ton of restaurants coming here, local food coming here, big chains are coming. There is no shortage of good food in Nashville, especially in the downtown area, especially in the metro. There is a ton of great restaurants, ton of great options, whatever you want. Sports. If you're a sports fan, you have got a little bit of everything. Just this past weekend, where I took my kids to the Predators game. You got the Titans, you got the Predators, you got Nashville Soccer Club, you got Nashville Sounds, you've got a bunch of different schools. You've got Lipscomb, you've got Belmont, you've got Tusculum, you got college, you got Vanderbilt. You've got a bunch of different college athletics, professional sports. Apparently Major League Baseball is tentatively on its way here. We don't know for sure yet. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. They're telling us we're an expansion franchise location. Who knows? We'll see when it actually happens. So you've got a Major League Sports, right? Professional sports. So if you are a sports person, you have got plenty to do, plenty of things to see, a lot of different options to see in Nashville. Concerts, music. I know, it's Nashville, it's Music City, right? We know it's country music capital of the world. You've got so many options if you want to go see live music. Not only, if you're a local, you can go to Broadway and see live music. It starts at like 10 in the morning. So if you want to really beat the crowd, go watch some live music at lunch, get some food. Even some of the honky tonks have some pretty good food, and go check that out. Or you've got Bridgestone, which is obviously a massive concert arena. You've got Ascend Amphitheater. You've got the Ryman. You've got New Year's Eve where they shut down the Riverwalk. So you've got everything down on the Riverwalk. You've got plenty of concert venues. There's no shortage of people that want to come up here. Again, it's one of those things where people put Nashville as a concert destination. You want to come check it out. You want to see it. So music of all kinds, concert venues, that is one of the big draws for Nashville. So another one of the pros in Nashville that doesn't really get talked about enough is the job market in Nashville is really strong. So you've got everything from medical, tech, finances, all moving a lot of their headquarters here. So with all the headquarters being moved here, people are having to move here in droves, and they're moving here because it's got a good quality, good quality of life, and two, you've got a lot of jobs that are coming to Nashville. So there was an article, don't know when it was, don't quote me on it, I don't remember it, but I'm going to kind of spit the numbers out a little bit. By 2035, there's going to be like 166,000 new jobs and 450,000 new residents. That's still 91 or 98 people moving in here a day for the next 12 years, or 11 years now as we're in 2024. So there's no shortage of people moving here. There's no shortage of jobs coming. So one of the strong attributes that Nashville itself has is its job market is really strong and really popular. So some of the downsides with Nashville, if you're a local, I hate to say it, one of the downsides is Broadway. It is, if you ever want to go, have a quiet night out and you want to go to a nice restaurant and it's close to Broadway, just go ahead and get ready to pay to park. Have a wait unless you have reservations. You really got to plan ahead. Spontaneity is probably not going to work real good in your favor. So Broadway, it's great if you're if you're vacationing here. So I went to college with some folks that lived at the beach, and they used to say that, you come vacation where we live. And now I'm like, yeah, that was, I didn't really think much about it. Now I live where people vacation, and I get it. So locals tend to not go to Broadway unless you got people in town. Now, if you got friends and family in town, go check it out. Go have a good time. But Broadway can be a downside if you are a local. Traffic. Do I need to say anything else? Traffic can be bad. Traffic can be a downside for anywhere. It's not Atlanta traffic. I used to live outside of Georgia and I had to deal with Atlanta. So it's not Atlanta, but traffic can be pretty horrendous in Nashville at times. You got to time it right depending on where you're coming from. If you're coming south of the city and you're going into Nashville, or if you're leaving Nashville and you're going south, yeah, it can get pretty rough. So traffic is definitely a downside. Adding in with the traffic, potholes. Yeah, we got a ton of them. Just watch out, be careful. If you're in a small car, sorry, you may have a new expense if you're just flying up and down 65 or 40 or 440 or whichever one. Potholes can get you. Another downside with Nashville is it is expensive to live here. Let's just face it, call it what it is. We've got condos that are going north of $2,000 a foot, which is great because we got some luxury stuff coming in. There's a lot of luxury stuff coming to downtown. You got some houses that are $600, $700, $800 a foot. It is expensive to live here. Cost of living, it is up a little bit, but relative to where most of the people that are moving here are coming from, the LAs, the Chicagos, the New Yorks, a lot of people are moving here from Florida, shockingly enough, and Texas. So it is a down, it is a little cheaper than some of those places. It is more expensive than a lot of other places, but the cost of living is up in Nashville. It is a little bit more expensive to live here, but you get a lot of things too. You've got no state income tax. You've got a lot of different stuff to do in downtown. You've got a lot of suburbs that you can go to and live outside of Nashville, live in a different county, and travel into Nashville. So that's a short pros and cons list right there. A few different pros, a few different cons of living in the city of Nashville or in Nashville itself. Again, I'm Judson Sullivan. I'm a realtor here in Nashville and Middle Tennessee. And yes, I talk with my hands a lot. If you don't like that, don't watch the channel. But if you like what you see, go like, subscribe, stay tuned. There's plenty more coming, a lot more neighborhood tours, a lot more home tours, a lot more in-depth Nashville knowledge. Stay tuned. Hope to see you on the next one.